Good morning, especially to our lecturer Milton and to all my friends. We are from Group Girl. We present our slide about the importance of early childhood education in developing foundational and social skills with comparison between Malaysia KSPK and Australia EYLF. Let's begin with the introduction. Early childhood education is very important for children growth. It focuses on cognitive, social, physical, and emotional. In this presentation, we will compare Malaysia preschool curriculum standard and Australia early years learning framework or EYLF. Let's move to the curriculum philosophy. Malaysia uses a structured curriculum focused on holistic development, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, intellectual. Based on the national education philosophy with strong emphasis on values and culture and patriotism. Maksud di sini kita bukan saja ajar anak-anak tuh untuk membaca, mengira, mewarna, tapi kita juga ajar dorang untuk berakhlak serta menghormati negara, menghormati budaya dan agama orang lain. Teacher act as instructor who deliver structured lesson. Guru tuh yang akan mengawal serta merancang aktiviti yang bersesuaian dengan tahap ataupun bersesuaian dengan tahap anak-anak tuh. After that, Australia follow a flexible child-centered curriculum based on real-life experience. Maksud di sini guru akan merancang aktiviti yang bersesuaian dengan minat atau keperluan individu tuh. Terus, mereka juga menetapkan 3 konsep utama, yaitu belonging. Anak-anak akan orang rasa dihargai, diterima, dan merasa selamat di kalangan di persekitaran orang. Lepas itu being, anak-anak diberi peluang untuk menikmati zaman-zaman dorang karena bagi peluang untuk bermain, melukis, membaca, untuk dorang punya perkembangan. Selepas itu becoming, anak-anak tuh dia akan membesar dari masa ke masa. Contohnya dari tidak pandai pegang pensel, dorang pandai pegang pensel, terus pandai menulis huruf, terus pandai buat ayat. Itu. Emphasize children right. Anak-anak berhak bermain di tempat persekitaran yang selamat dan tanpa diskriminasi. Maksud diskriminasi di sini adalah tanpa ada beza. Contohnya miskin sama kaya, dorang akan tetap mendapat peluang pembelajaran yang sama. Learning through play and meaningful engagement with community and nature. Macam yang kita tahu, bermain adalah cara utama anak-anak untuk mengenal dunia di persekitaran mereka. The last one is the teacher act as facilitator who support individual learning and observe children interest. Maksud dari sini guru-guru yang akan membimbing dan merancang aktiviti berdasarkan minat dan keperluan individu itu. Contohnya kalau anak-anak tuh minat melukis, terus kita gunakan aktiviti melukis itu untuk ajar dorang nomor. Contohnya kita ajar dorang menulis nomor 1 menggunakan warna.
Each level section, I will compare Malaysia and Australia. In Malaysia, the curriculum standard Prasekolah Kebangsaan or KSPK is designed for children aged 4 to 6 years old. Specifically in preschool, it focuses mainly on preschool education before entering years 1 of primary school. Although preschool is not compulsory, most children start at the age of 4 or 5. Meanwhile, in Australia, the early years learning framework or EYLF covers a wider age range from birth to 5 years old, including early childhood care settings such as children's center, long day care, family day care, and kindergarten. Early childhood education in Australia can begin as early in infancy, and while is highly encouraged, it is also compulsory. So, in short, Malaysia start preschool at age 4, while Australia start much early, even for birth, through various care and education programs.
The image shows a comparison between Malaysia and Australia regarding the distribution of pillars in education. In Malaysia, there are 6 pillars that guide learning and development: communication, value, humanity, self, physical, and science. Meanwhile, in Australia, the focus is on 5 learning outcomes: identity, connectedness, well-being, confident learner, and effective communicator. In short, Malaysia emphasizes a structured approach with clear subject as a pillar, while Australia focuses more on holistic outcomes that help like personal growth, social relationship, and confidence in learning.
Okay, now I will explain about the duration of learning in Malaysia and Australia for early childhood education. In Malaysia, preschool is designed for children aged 4 to 6 years old. The preschool program usually lasts for about 2 years. Each day learning session take around 3 to 5 hours, and it is held 5 days a week during normal school day. In Australia, early childhood education starts from birth to 5 years old. The program duration is more flexible depending on the type of care. For example, preschool lasts about 3 to 6 hours per day, usually on a part-time basis like 3 days a week.
Nisbah untuk bilangan pelajar dan bilangan guru di Malaysia, sekolah prasekolah memerlukan seorang guru dan 25 orang pelajar sejak umur 4 hingga ke 6 tahun. Ini biasanya di dalam sekolah kerajaan ataupun sekolah swasta. Untuk taska di Malaysia pula, ia memerlukan seorang guru dan 8 hingga ke 12 orang bayi dan anak-anak kecil yang berumur dari 0 hingga ke 3 tahun. Bayi sangat memerlukan penjagaan dan pemerhatian yang cukup. Di dalam Australia pula, di sekolah prasekolah Australia memerlukan seorang guru dan 10 hingga ke 15 orang pelajar yang berusia 4 hingga ke 5 tahun. Ini biasanya mengikut peraturan negeri tersendiri. Untuk taska di Australia pula, ia memerlukan seorang guru dan 4 hingga ke 8 bayi. Jumlah yang sangat sedikit karena ia lebih memfokuskan kepada keselamatan dan pemerhatian seorang bayi.
Malaysia, learning focus on holistic development with structured classroom activity are plan-based in interactive and teacher-ed skills. In Australia, the approach is more flexible and child-centered. Learning is based on play, inquiry, and exploration with teacher and facilitators and see or learn. So Malaysia emphasizes structure and guidance, while Australia encourages creativity and exploration.
For conclusion, Malaysia and Australia both emphasize the importance of early childhood education as a foundation for lifelong learning. While Malaysia follows a structured and holistic approach through the KSBK, Australia adopts a more flexible and child-centered framework under the EYLF. These differences reflect each country's cultural and educational priorities. Nevertheless, both systems aim to create meaningful, engaging, and developmentally appropriate learning environment that supports children's growth in the early years. That's all from us. Thank you.